Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Cara ASMR. So before I start this video, I want to give you a little heads up. Sometime last week I put up a poll on this channel saying that I had 4 videos I was going to film, and I wanted to know which of the ones you wanted to see first. So the votings, I believe, last time I checked, were Get Ready With Me, Sims, Mukbang, Get Unready With Me. So unfortunately I can't do the Sims Let's Play because my laptop is very tiny. It's like one of those little HP notebooks, so it's very tiny, not a lot of CPU on it, so I can't play the game and record at the same time because I had OBS to record, and I was even going to go out and get fraps, but my computer doesn't have enough CPU to run both at the same time. So possibly I'm going to maybe see if I can get a computer cheap, or see if my sister's computer possibly has it. Who knows? Because my computer sucks in the first place. When I get my FAFSA in August, I plan on getting a newer, faster computer for YouTube and to do my schoolwork, since I'll be doing online classes. So in place of The Sims, I am doing a DVD collection sort of thing. My first video on this channel was a horror DVD collection, and oh god, it was so terrible. I had a little, I don't think I had a microphone. No, I don't think I had one. I was using a handheld camcorder, the ones that flip out. It was so bad. So I wanted to go ahead and redo that on this new camera that I've had quite a while now, about a year or so. So yeah, and I really love this camera. All the things are linked down below what I use. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and say a really big thank you to my Patreons for this month. I had, let me remember. I'm not very good at this. I remember who they were, but so I have the $1, the $5, the $10, and the $15. And if you do $5 or more, you get a shout out in my videos. So I want to shout out to Leanne. Thank you, Leanne, for your generous donation. It means the world when you guys do any kind of donations, just because I'm saving up for new equipment, new lighting, because right now I'm using it's like a desk light, but like one of the ones you get at Walmart that's like really tall and has 2 lights on it. I use the small one that twists around like that, and I took the white casing off of it, and it's just a bulb now. So it's not the best lighting in the world. So I'm saving for that with the money. The lights I want are pretty expensive. They're like $70-ish. But I'm getting a summer job, so like I already have one lined up with working. So I should be good with a little bit of extra, because most of that will be going towards bills and stuff. Like, I have a phone bill now because I'm not in college anymore, so I have to pay the phone bill. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and get on with the video. So I have quite a few DVDs here, not gonna lie. This isn't just horror, because I have a lot of different DVDs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I have exactly 60 DVDs. So yeah, and a lot of these DVDs are like multiple DVDs. Right here's a 4-disc set, 12-disc set, 7-disc set, 3-disc set. So yeah. I'm gonna probably start. I'm not gonna do them in a particular order. I'm just going down for how I have them lined up. So these first few are quite new. Not new films, but new to me. So the first film is The Kite Runner. You guys don't know what The Kite Runner is. The Kite Runner is a film. It was a book first. It was by 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's one of my favorite books in high school. The way to read it for my high school English class when I was in public school. So this film is about two boys who live in, I believe it's Iran. I'm not completely sure. If you know for sure, let me know in the comments down below. But it's really good. It's about these two boys who, one is he's a son of a rich man, and the other one is the servant of the family, him and his dad. So the rich boy makes friends with the servant boy, and they form this friendship that lasts the whole lifetime, and when they're both adults, something brings them back to being closer than they were before. It's a really, really sweet movie and book. It's just, and the reason it's called The Kite Runner is because of the kite you see up here. And where they live, they fly kites, which is a lot harder than you think. Like in the book, it's really gruesome. Like about the string and stuff with the glass. So this is the first film. I'm going to pull my basket over so I can gently drop those in it. So the next film is Jasper Jim. So this is also based on a novel. And this one I have not seen, so I don't know much about it. But it looked good, so I had to get it. And I know the boy who stars in this. I don't know him personally, but like I've seen a lot of films that he's in. And I've heard of the book too, and of course, in the back of it, it says, "In Australian, To Kill a Mockingbird." That's one of my favorite books of all time, To Kill a Mockingbird. So, and I hate the sequel. So I really wanted to see this. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. Something about racism, I believe. Yeah, I think so. But it sounds really good, and I mean, I'm just a sucker for like movies that are like the books. Because the Kill a Mockingbird, and over here it says Australia's Stand By Me. I only want to talk about Stand By Me. It's one of my favorite movies. So, any movie or book really that's about like a really good friendship that like, I don't know, makes bonds, I really love it. So, then I have kind of a new film. This is an A24 film, so it's by, there's this film producer company that does movies just by themselves. They're independent films, so they're really nice. This one is Woodstock, and this movie is, I mean, it's just, so first of all, Kirsten Dunst, isn't it? If you don't know who Kirsten Dunst is, she's an amazing actress. And it's, if I remember correctly, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll just read the back to you so I don't mess anything up. So, Teresa, a haunted young woman spiraling in the wake of profound loss, torn between her fractured emotional state and the reality-altering effects of a potent cannabinoid drug. Immersive, spellbinding, and sublime. Woodstock transcends genre to become a singularly thrilling cinematic experience that marks the arrival of Kate and Lauren Maloof as major new voices to film. So it's about different things, but for me overall I think it's about I don't know, just understanding loss. I mean, I love films like that, and I think it's very important to have films like these when, you know, for people who, I don't know, like for me myself, it's kind of hard for me to come to terms with things. And this just kind of makes me, it helps me relate to someone, you know? So, it's a great film. I hope if I show it in the camera view, it would shock. So, the next film I have is also an A24 film. I love A24 films. And this is A Ghost Story. This stars Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. So this film is about a man and woman. It never really says in the movie if they're married or what, but the man dies. And it's about, well, the whole movie basically follows like the ghost of the man following the woman in their house, and it's very beautiful. It can be very confusing. It can be. I noticed that, but I think the messages underlying are very, very wonderful. Another movie about dealing with loss and being able to cope with things like that. So, yeah. So the next film is Dreamgirls. And Dreamgirls is about this group of girls, Dreamgirls obviously, and it has a lot of good actors in it. So it has Jamie Foxx, Beyonce, yes, the Beyonce, Eddie Murphy. I think Jennifer Hudson is this was one of her first films. It was like introducing her and stuff, so yeah. So it's a group of girls who sing, and it's a very simple film, with a lot of underlying messages. So it's more about them following their dreams and making sure that anything's possible and they know it. So it's a great, great film. I watched this a long time when I was little, a long time ago when I was little, and I love the song Listen, and it was just so wonderful. The next film I have is probably one of my favorite films I have in this collection, and it is extremely loud and incredibly close. This is a movie based on, it's 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲 something far, I think. I'm not completely sure. Let me see if I can find the author's name. Jonathan Safran Foer. Why did I say 𝐬𝐿? Oh, I have another book by 𝐬𝐿. Okay. This book is about a boy who loses his father in 9/11, and his father leaves kind of clues for him, and he has to just follow the clues, follow the breadcrumbs, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful film. My mother hates it because it doesn't end the way she wants it to, and I just love it. I think it's so beautiful. So, extremely loud, incredibly close. Then we have The Breakfast Club. This is an essential 80s film. Very essential. This film follows this group of 5 outcasts. Well, they're detention. They're not all outcasts, okay? So we have the jock, the prep, the nerd, the basket case, and the, what's his name? The criminal. The jock, the princess, the brain, the criminal, and the basket case. So, it's a great film. I don't think I really have to explain much about this film. Yeah, it's an 80s legend. Just go check it out. Yeah, it has a lot of the great 80s actors in it that are still great today, not gonna lie. So then I have Clueless, the whatever edition. So, I've actually never seen this film, believe it or not. I've seen bits and pieces, but I know Cher is a big part of it. And I know the big part of, in it when the guy gets next to her and she pushes him off, and she's like, as if. Like every 80s cliche. So I really love it. I don't think it's an 80s film. I think it's the late 90s. Yeah, 95, mid-90s, okay. So this movie, no idea what it's about. I think it's about a high school, though. And she's popular or whatever. So, yeah. I know you guys are gonna like roast me in the comments because I've never seen Clueless, but I can't help it. I just don't watch a lot of films unless I feel like they're gonna really be my taste. So the next film I have is kind of an oldie, but like great. And it is, let's see if this has the disc in it. It does. Okay, just making sure my CD doesn't have the disc. So this is A Walk to Remember. This has Shane West and Mandy Moore. I love her so much. She's such a great singer. So, and this movie follows two lovers, and one is dying of cancer, and it's about faith and love and, how can I say it? It's a very spiritual movie, but it's a Nicholas Sparks book, so it's not like too spiritual, but it's very moving at the same time, no matter what your religion is. And I just love it. I think it's just so beautiful. It's about changing, not your beliefs, but like changing for the better and being able to love someone just the way they are, and I love it. So it's a great, great film. Yeah, so A Walk to Remember. This video's kinda gonna be long, not gonna lie. So, don't fall. Okay, whatever. So then oh jeez, the cover just scares me. So then I have Dead Silence. Dead Silence. And the back says, beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She has no children, only dolls. If you see her in your dreams, be sure you never ever scream, or she'll rip your tongue out at the seam. So this movie is terrifying. It's about dolls, puppets, mostly. It's from the writers of Saw, so of course it's gonna be good. And it's just this woman who's a ghost, and she possesses dolls, really. And it's about a legend of Mary Shaw. So I don't think it's a real legend, but yeah, if you scream, she kills you. So, but it's terrifying, jump scares and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. I think it's on Netflix actually, so definitely check it out. So then I have a couple Tim Burton movies. I think this is Tim Burton. Yeah, it's Tim Burton. So this is broken, first of all, the case is, but this is Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice, and this film is one of those I don't have to explain, and even if I do have to, I won't, because it's so much better when you just watch it not knowing what it's about, because it's crazy. It's great though. Michael Keaton's in it, Alec Baldwin, who else? Gina Davis, Winona Ryder's in it, so that's great. Jeffrey Jones, Sylvia Sidney, a lot of Oscar-winning actors. So it's a great film. I don't really have to explain it because, like I said, it's better if you don't know about it and just watch it randomly. So then I have another Tim Burton film, and this one is The Corpse Bride. Now I've had this DVD since the DVD was released, so it's a pretty old DVD. I'm trying to remember what year it was. 2005. So I've had this DVD quite a while. As you can see, it's in pretty bad shape. The disc's in great shape though. Yeah, the disc's in great shape. But the case is pretty ruined. So The Corpse Bride is about this Victorian era man, voiced by Johnny Depp, Victor, and he doesn't really feel like he wants to marry this woman that his parents have arranged for him. So he practices his vows just because he's nervous on this tree branch, and A Corpse Bride comes from the grave, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful film. It's animated, so beware of that, but it's just, it's amazing. It's a classic, really. You have to watch it. That's really all I can say about it. So yeah. And then we have my personal favorite Stephen King film, not book. I really don't care for the book, to be honest. People are gonna hate me for that. And I prefer this version to the remake, and it is It. It. I don't have to explain what it is. Everyone knows it is. But it's a legend. It's amazing. The book is not one of my favorites, just because it's pretty. It has a lot of unnecessary information in it. But this is just wonderful. Tim Curry, splendid. So definitely check it out. If you've seen the remake and haven't seen this version, pick it up. It's so great. So. Then I have. Let me adjust my DVDs here. So then we have The Host. This is based on a book by Stephanie Meyer, and it's about aliens invading the Earth. I know it sounds really cliche, but it's really good. And it's just, it's about this woman named Melanie, and she, I remember all of it. It's been a while since I read the book or watched it. I have the book though. I need to revisit it. But it's about this, let me look at the back. It's the woman Melanie, yeah, and she's, okay, so now I remember. So she's been, like the aliens have been put in her body. That's what the aliens do. They invade your body. But she's still there. She didn't go away like they usually do. And so it's two people in one body. It's really weird. And the book's told through different point of views in the same body, and it's just so odd, but it's so great. And the movie, it's just like her family, the original girl Melanie, is still surviving, and they find her and they're like, "You're an alien now," and they're like, "No, it's both of us." And it's just, it's an adventure film. It's just so great. It looks quite long, but it's really good. It's like no unnecessary information is there. It's all necessary. So definitely check it out. And then I have an R.L. Stine film, and I don't think he had any part to do with it. I think it was Disney. No, it was Universal, actually. Alright, so this is mostly ghostly. That's just it, mostly ghostly. It's the first one. There's like 3 or something out right now. This one, it's been a long time since I watched it. I mean, a long time. It's probably like 11 or 12 when I watched it. I don't really know much about it. All I know is this kid moves into a house, and there's these ghosts who lived there before him, and there's this other ghost who's trying to like steal the souls of people, I think. I may be wrong. But it was good when I remember it. So then we have, there's still a sticker on it, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And don't know which version this is. I think this is one of the remakes. Yeah, this is definitely one of the remakes. But I don't remember what year. I'm looking. It doesn't say. Well, no, it doesn't say. But this is one of the remakes. I know that much. And this is probably one of my favorites. This one and the one that's called The Beginning. Those two are my favorites. Just because I think you get a more glimpse into what the family's like. Because in the original, you didn't get really much what the family was like, I think. And I really enjoyed this version, so definitely pick it up. Then we have a film that you guys will all recognize from my room tour that I did in one of my vlogs. It is The Covenant. This is just about students at an academy who are vampires, and they're 4 friends, and they all have this like a secret, like it's like they've been warlocks for a while, but they're like witches or something. But it's about vampires, I think. No, warlocks. I guess it is warlocks. So there's 4 of them, but then the 5th one comes back. And it's like really scary. So yeah, it's not like the best film in the world, but I liked it. So that's why I got the poster. And it was a cheap poster, so I got it. But yeah, The Covenant. So these, I'm actually just going to not tap on these because I'm just going to show them up to you as I talk. But they're like, so these are the Harry Potter films. I have the original DVDs for most of them. So these are my 2 copies of Sorcerer's Stone. I got this copy when my sister bought it, and this one my mom won way back when it first came out at a school function. Yeah. So it came out as a school function. So there's these. So definitely every Harry Potter film was great. So what can you do? So I'm sorry if you guys can hear talking. My mom, our boss. So this is Chamber of Secrets. These films are very classic. If you haven't seen them, even if you never read the books, at least watch the movies. Prisoner of Azkaban. Let's see. Then we have HalfBlood Prince. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Order of the Phoenix, and then HalfBlood Prince. There we go, I was wrong. So, yeah, we have all the Harry Potter films. Those are pretty great. And I actually think I'm going to make this a 2-part video, because I have a lot of DVDs. Yeah, so definitely. So, this one, so I'm going to do 3 more. So the next film is From Hell with Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. I'm wrong, Heather Graham, it looked like her on the back. So this is just a Jack the Ripper story. It's very simple, kind of scary, but Johnny Depp, so what can you go wrong? It's a great film though, kind of. If you just like retellings of like serial killers, it's pretty good. So yeah. Then I have Don't Fall, It's Gonna Fall Anyway. So then I have Phantom of the Opera. In this film, everyone knows this film's about. And I found this at a flea market, I believe, like $1. So like, yeah, I was gonna get it. And it's the Gerard Butler version. So I love that version. So yeah. And then the last film is... Okay. No. We're gonna wrap this up because my camera is like getting there with the space. Yeah. So that's the first part of this video that I thought was gonna be 1 part together, but I got a lot of DVDs. Like, I still have at least 35 or more DVDs still left to go. So if you did happen to like this video and you want to see the second part, let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Until next time, remember you're beautiful, you're wonderful, and you're loved. Bye.